What's up, Dog Nation? Bulldog Banter is back for another pregame show here on a Thursday night. It is your host, Aaron Murray, Tavarres King below me, Ben Jones in the bottom right, and then the man wearing the medium shirt, Knowshon Moreno, in the right-hand corner, just trying to show off them guns. You do look like you've been pumping iron, Knowshon. You look good.
No. Look, this is XL right here. XL.
Ooh. Damn. Yee.
So wrong with y'all.
Ben, how are your workouts coming along?
A lot of golf and a lot of upper body.
No lower.
Right.
When's the last time everyone in this chat squatted? Put a bar on their back.
Oh, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
And I won't ever do it again.
yeah. Every like once in a while, I'll get like an urge to like throw some weight on my back, and then I'll go a month or two without doing it. So same, Ben. You'll do the same thing.
Messes up the golf.
Who in this chat? Knowshon, are you the only one that didn't have Coach T for a strength coach?
I thought I had Coach T first year.
No.
Nah.
No.
You had Coach Ben.
You miss work when you miss class.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
Morning run. Coach T was the morning run.
Oh, well, shoot. Dang, that was my coach. Shoot.
Yeah.
How many morning runs do you think you had, Sato?
Plenty, bro. I mean, I lived in the morning runs.
Yeah, me too.
I lived in the morning runs.
That's why Knowshon was such good shape come game day. The morning runs. It was on purpose.
I had my fair share.
Oh man.
But you know what? You know who you would thought that was gonna just crush you and dog you early in the morning? Coach Fab. You thought he was gonna crush you. But Fab, as long as you work, Fab would be like, go ahead, you good. Go ahead and go. Oh yeah, appreciate you, Fab.
Well, your name was also Knowshon Moreno, so I'm sure there was you were just happy he showed up. We ain't trying to kill our star running back too.
What was the worst morning run you think you ever had?
It's them bleachers, them stadiums.
Don't say y'all, because you know your boy over here never had a morning run.
You never had one?
I never had one.
What a good guy.
I'm an angel child.
Murray got
I'm an angel child.
You got good guys.
What would I get in trouble for to have to do a morning run?
Man,
I'm disappointed.
Me too. Not one, Murray.
Not one.
Well, you didn't live with TK.
I live with Arthur. I live with Arthur. Don't give me this. I live with Artie.
I mean, did Arthur have?
Arthur and Coach C ended up becoming like best friends. That's how many he had to run. Like they were besties.
I'm telling you, if you didn't have to roll the field, you start on that goal line and roll.
When I pushed the plate, y'all were rolling. I had to push the 45-pound plate down the field.
I would still rather do that than roll. Freshman year. For those who
I was laughing the whole time. I was rolling. I was like sideways. I was laughing.
Ben, do you remember my freshman year when I had to roll and I blacked out? I blacked out, and Ben, because I couldn't roll anymore, Ben started pushing me. So I'm just laying there, literally dead. I'm dead. I'm like this close to go and see the other side. I'm just like, I can't. And Ben's just like, go, Murray, go. And you're rolling my ass. As I'm puking, you just keep pushing me. That's when you know your center's got your back, or he's just trying to kill you. I don't know.
Go
home.
Yeah, that was a rough night. My mom called Bobo and ripped him a new one after that shit.
Oh my!
Because I got one of those little pebbles from the turf in my
he got
eye.
A pebble in his
It scratched my cornea. It scratched my cornea.
That's why
it scratched my cornea. Yeah. Mama Murray, don't mess with Mama Murray's little boy. All right, come on now. She made a good point though. And we're gonna get to the game. And
got in a fight, Murray, and they gave me the morning the stadium runs during practice.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just ran with me. Thank y'all for that.
Yes, it's our boy.
You know how we do.
Aaron just never got caught. I know.
Man.
I didn't get caught.
Man.
Good time. Jeffrey Roberts asked Aaron about that extension cord for T-Bob. Somehow we got talking about on my Snap show earlier today about vibrators, and T-Bob has one with like an extension cord that he has to plug in still. It got off the rails real fast.
Whoa. You got the plug-in, Jones?
I know you got the plug-in one. I was like, T, what are you doing? What are you doing with the plug-in? He's like, I can do an extension cord because it's far away from the bed too. I was like, it's like a whole setup. I was like, just buy the one that you can just charge.
I'm done with him. I'm done.
That's like having like a cordless phone. Man.
I know.
A corded phone.
You got the rotary phone.
Yo.
Okay. All right, a lot to get to in the chat in the show today. We're going to talk about obviously something a little bit more serious with yet another arrest. We'll dive into a little bit. We don't want to go too crazy on it. Talk about the game, some other stuff. It's a big weekend in college football, so we'll kind of go around the horn, give our thoughts. But as you guys know, we're presented by PrizePicks, but we have a second sponsor for the show, Home Field, which is an incredible. Look at Ben's wearing his. I actually wore mine this weekend at the Georgia football game, so it's in the wash right now. So unfortunately, was a little bit behind because the kids' wash goes before my wash, so it's still in there right now. But anyways, they're sponsoring us this year. You'll see us wearing their attire Thursday nights, Sunday nights, and if you want anything that they are making and have on the website, you get 20% off all Georgia apparel. Use the promo code DOGCentral24. That's dog DAWG Central 24, and make sure you just go to homefieldapparel.com, 20% off your entire order when you make it. So obviously we're all very bullish on Georgia to make the playoffs, make a deep run. You want some pretty sweet gear for the postseason, especially when it gets a little nippy outside. Their sweatshirts are pretty badass. All right, fellas, let's jump into a little bit serious first before we get into the game. Georgia just had their 7th arrest of the offseason. Colby Young gets arrested this weekend. I said, I'm not going to dive into Colby, and I don't want to dive into the situation and what all that. It's more of, I want to phrase it like this. How much of a distraction is it at this point that you've got to number 7? Like, is this a problem in the locker room where it's going to take away from the focus on the football field? And I'll start with the troublemaker of the group first, and Knowshon.
No, I mean, yeah, it's just disappointing, right? It's disappointing for the team. He has to be disappointed in himself. When things like this happen, you just feel like you kind of let your team down, let your buddies down. Not necessarily. You don't always necessarily think about what you've done, but when you do walk into that locker room, you see the guys, and that you may or may not be playing in that next week's game, or whoever knows how long. It's just a disappointment. I mean, you let your brothers down, so that's just tough. Life does happen, but it's just an unfortunate situation, and we need everybody that we can get right now, especially a player like him that was our red zone threat that can go up and get it. Now it's, hey, next man up, especially if he doesn't play. And that's more of an urgency, on that room to get guys in there and get them ready to go.
Ben?
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, every school has this. When you win at such a high level, it's just highlighted and heightened by everybody watching. But it happens. You never want to see your team going through this. It sucks. Kids are just making some bad decisions, and they're having to deal with the consequences. Like, you never think this is going to happen to you or anything like that. And when stuff happens, you got to learn from your brother's mistakes on your team, and don't let it happen to you. Like, you got to sit down, you got to talk about it, you got to fix it. It's got to be the last one. Somebody's got to make a stand, and you got to stick together as a brothers. Like, I know at one point we couldn't go downtown. Like, we had a year that we were banned from downtown because of all the rest. So we stuck together, we hung out together, we had fun together. We just couldn't go downtown. So some of these guys might step up, and it's more important to win a championship and leave your legacy than doing some of this, either all the stuff that's going down. All this stuff can be knocked out. Like, hey, you got 6 months, some of y'all till you go to the draft. Like, get your life together, and let's win some ball games.
T, is this I love what Ben said. Like, to me, this isn't, I know in my heart of hearts, like, Kirby and the staff is providing every resource for these guys and telling them and giving them examples about not driving too fast, not obviously putting your hands on women or whatever it is. Like, they are provided with this. This is truly you becoming a man and knowing right from wrong situations. Like, am I right on that? Like, this is not a Kirby problem. Obviously, it is a little bit because he is the players and it's his team, but like, this isn't his fault. Like, this is squarely on the shoulders of the players making the right or wrong decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. You're at the University of Georgia. First and foremost, you're going to get the very best. You're going to get from nutrition to learning to on the field to off the field. You're going to have the very best. He's going to have every resource in there to tell you what to do, what not to do, and how to do it. So a lot of this has to go on the players. Yeah, a lot of it. You're at Georgia. You're number one. You have a target on you already. You can't fly under the radar. That's not going to happen. And Ben said it. This happens at other schools, but you're at Georgia. You have that G on your chest. You have that G on your helmet. You're not going to fly under the radar. So there's things that other people can get away with that you're not going to get away with. There's things that other people can do that you're not going to be able to do. And we have to realize that. We have to realize that we're in a position to do something special. And like Ben said, it's time to clean up the act on every front. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so obviously this is a big hit because it's a position that I think we all can agree has been a little bit underachieving this year, the receiving. I mean, just the offenses. People left. We talked about it on Sunday show or Monday recap show. People are not entertained at the moment. People are not happy with the offense. People do not feel like this is an explosive offense. You could be Carson, it could be the offensive line, it could be the running backs, it could be the receivers. I think it's a little bit of all of them, if we want to be honest. And mostly I would put it on Carson and the receivers' backs for why there's been a lack of explosiveness. Now you lose, like I think whoever said, Knowshon, your red zone target, the guy that you got this offseason to be the go-to back shoulder fade guy, and he's been great at it all year. Now he's gone. TK, this is your position group. Who can step up in the red zone in general to take over? Because not many guys on this roster, I believe, are 6'3", 220 that can win those one-on-one balls in the red zone.
Yeah. I mean, obviously a big hit in the red area for sure, but it gives guys opportunities to make explosive plays. And I think that we have a guy like an Anthony Evans and an Arian Smith, but Anthony Evans more so is a guy that I would love to see get in there and kind of be a guy that stretches the field. And you don't need that red zone threat anymore if he gets behind that defense and makes those long explosive plays and turns them into sixes. But definitely a big hit with Kobe out. But I'd love to see Anthony get in there. I think he's a guy that has the ability to step in and make some plays and take the top off of the defense. We've seen London Humphreys do some special things over the middle as well, looking like Lil Durham in that 16. But no, man, I think that we'll be fine. I think that all year long, this group collectively has got it done. It hasn't been one guy getting it done. So obviously losing a guy, we lost Ra early. More guys had to step up. We're losing Kobe right now, and more guys will have to step up. And I think that'll happen. I think we'll get it done in our room by committee.
Yeah, for me, bro, I think Dylan Bell, man. I want to see some more Dylan Bell. Then put him out there. Then, and like you said, TK Humphreys, I want to see those two. If I just want to say a little something, I want to see them too.
No, you my assistant receiver coach.
Yeah, for sure.
Ben, this goes. I'm going to go to you first, then Knowshon kind of tap on back of this. Is this a moment where you have to look at your offense as a player and say, we are struggling at receiver? We are. Like, that is, if I had to rank, like, what are Georgia's strengths right now? Like, who's playing the best? I would probably say, like, running backs 1, O-line 2, quarterback 3, receivers, tight ends 4. Like, if I had to kind of go down the list. So, like, running backs O-line gotta take their step, game up a little bit. So, like, Ben, are those discussions had at all in the offensive line room? Is Searles telling the guys that, like, guys, we gotta put this offense on our back a little bit more?
Yeah, you're supposed to be one of the strengths of this offense. You have a lot of guys who've played a lot of snaps for that offensive line. So you got to take the game in your hands. Like when they call on you to run the ball or protect, you got to come through. It's not like, oh man, we'll get them next time. Like if you want them to keep calling those runs and maintaining these drives and 3rd and 1s, you got to be able to open up the holes. You got to be the guy they trust on, because you can't get a chip here or worry about this. Oh, it's 3rd and long. We got to throw a screen here. Like you got to be – Bobo's got to have confidence. You're going to be able to pick up the blitz. You're going to block it up so we can take some shots. Like, and you got to be able to run the ball to get some of these play actions down the field to Lucky, to Arians, and all these people that are playmakers. You got to run it first. You can't just run play action and expect guys to get open to receivers, because the linebackers are dropping into all these zones. If you can't run it and you're not comfortable running on 1st and 2nd down, you can't just get 2 and 3 yards. You got to have some big runs in there. So you got to open up some holes for these backs. We got talented backs, so we got to play better.
Knowshon, right now, Georgia has thrown the ball 173 times this season and have run it for 144. So obviously more passing than running. It's been a little bit more pass heavy. And part of that to do with that, the game versus Alabama, you're behind, you're throwing a lot, but right now they're leaning more on the pass. And I'm asking a running back this, so I kind of get what the answer is probably going to be. But do they need to run the damn ball more? Like, do we need to bring out the jerseys? Bobo, run the damn football. Like, is this now switch the mindset of less trying to push the ball vertically down the field and more of just like Etienne, Frazier, and hell, put Dylan Bell back there somewhere running back and feed those guys the rock?
Yeah, of course. You want to see it. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, a lot of that came, Etienne didn't, play the first game of the season. He's trying to get his feet wet. It seems like he's hitting the rhythm right now. So, yes, keep feeding the guy that can be explosive, both running and passing out the backfield. And like you said, bro, I would love to see Nate Frazier right now. That's the second leading rusher in that backfield right now is Nate Frazier. Bro, so let's go. Go ahead. Put him in. And I love his energy when he gets in there, right? So for me with the backs, it ain't always going to be pretty. But you got to make something out of nothing sometimes. And I think those two backs, Etienne and Frazier right now are my two. Branson right now, sluggish. But we're going to need everyone, bro. We're going to need everyone at some point. But if my two backs are Frazier right now and Etienne and they're hot, go ahead and keep on feeding them the rock.
Well, let's go this question real quick. Let me go this question then for that. Like,
go. My fault.
What do you think is the best plan? Like Josh Long in the chat says, question for Knowshon. Do you think the best plan is to have Etienne take most of the snaps? Or do you think they do a 2-back system like they have for the past 10 years? Like, what is, from what you've seen, like, what is the best split? Is it 50-50? Is it 60-40 Etienne? How would you kind of lay that out?
You can't put no percentage on it. It's really the hot hand. But you should see both backs. I mean, 3 backs if that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to see 3 backs in there just to kind of keep them fresh and keep everyone, going 100 miles per hour when they are in there. So I'm not sure of the percentage, but yeah, start off with Etienne. And then when he needs a blow, go ahead and put Frazier in there so we can get to keep him with that 1-2 punch. And I think James said in our chat earlier, I would like to see just more variety of where he said it up in the chat somewhere. He was talking about Monken, but I would like to see him hitting all gaps. You know what I'm saying? Hit him outside with some outside, hit him with a toss. We got speed in the backfield, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and stretch the field a little bit, get the defense running. And then we hit him over the top with the pass. It's normal stuff, bro. But I like what I'm seeing with the backs. Let's see if they can keep it up this week.
All right, I know it's a little bit off topic, but Connor's always in the chat, always lively for us. We appreciate Connor joining us each and every week. This from him. Just a thought on this topic. How do you guys feel about some of these players transferring during the season? I don't think they can transfer during the season, but I think it's more of like, hey, I hit my 4 game. I want a red shirt, so I want to sit out the rest of the year. How would you handle that as a player in the locker room, TK? Is that something you're like, what the shit? Like, you've been playing for us for 4 games. Now you need to sit out? Like, or is it just like, this is normal now? Business is business.
Yeah, I guess business is business, but it's shit, bro. It's way different. It's just crazy. It's kind of crazy to even think about. Like, but I mean, you gotta let guys do what's best for them, in certain situations, I guess. But I guess it's kind of situational. But me, I would probably look at you a little sideways. We done went to war 4 games together. Now you trying to chunk the deuces. Yeah, I'm I'm gonna look at
Good
somebody.
thing. Good thing for Ben. Offensive linemen don't have big egos, so you're not going to see an offensive lineman do that, right?
If they do, they ain't meant to be at Georgia. Goodness gracious. Yeah. I don't know how people can just quit on their team mid-season. Like, if you're going to transfer, do it at the end of the year. Like, don't be a distraction. I don't even want you on scout team. I just go, if you're ready to leave, just go on and get up out of here. Because you don't want any distractions. We're here about winning. When we win that championship and you're ready to hit the transfer portal, you ain't getting no ring. Get on out here, boss. So if you're not all in, don't even show up. Like this, you got to have everybody in there. You need everybody from scout team to walk-ons to everybody plays such a big role in winning a championship and taking. It's not easy to win, especially now with the SEC the way it is. You need everybody, and everybody's got to have that same goal of winning. So if you're not in, get out.
Knowshon, anything different?
Oh no, no. I mean, it's just weird, bro. It's weird. I honestly don't know how I would take it. It's almost like a guy in the NFL that's holding out during training camp. You're like, damn, bro. But that's business. You feel me? So you don't really think about that. So yeah, it's just kind of strange when it's coming from college players.
I agree with that one.
Murray,
what?
James said something twice on here. He just asked you as well. Yeah. What you think about that? Because over at Mizzou, Dominique Lovett was a 1,000-yard receiver.
It was a huge get 2 years ago. Huge get.
So
yeah,
Brady Cook with Brady Cook. Look at him.
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, boy. Like, when I covered the spring game, like I was like, he looked so good in spring. So good in spring.
So yeah, we was throwing him the ball a lot, but it's what's up?
I said it 2 weeks ago. I can't either. I said it 2 weeks ago. Like, Dom should be the guy that takes complete control of that receiving room and should be the guy because he's done it in this league. He looked like he had control coming out of spring, and then it's just been non-existent at times.
But I want y'all to go look, and everybody, chat, y'all, after we get off this on gun, go look at his Mizzou highlights.
Nah, he was
that nice.
I watched it. I watched him, Coach.
Go look at it. Same human.
Yeah, we know you did, Missouri lover. Probably cried all week about your Missouri boys losing.
Ooh, they got smacked.
That was LD.
All right, speaking about getting smacked, Georgia's about to face the worst defense in the SEC. Right now, Mississippi State's giving up 32 points per game. Yeah, seriously, knock on that wood. 32 points per game. Knowshon, we may get 40 points this game against an SEC team. We may do it. 32 points per game.
Exactly. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. Rush defense is 213 yards per game.
Yeah.
And then pass defense is 225. It's a bad defense, fellas. Bad defense. First year, brand new head coach. They just don't have the personnel. Like, you kind of feel bad for them in this situation right now. But like, can Georgia entertain? Can the fans be happy? Can the fans cheer? Like, can they create and if they don't in this game, like, is it just like this season's fucked?
What do you mean? If they don't play well or if they lose? I
don't think they're going to lose. I'm just saying if they don't play well.
Right.
If they play like they did versus Auburn this week versus Mississippi State, is that a problem?
We're still going to win.
Yeah, still going to win that.
We'll still win. But
does it give you confidence going into Austin next week?
12 something.
No, it's 4.
What?
Is that 4?
Oh, 4.
It don't matter.
Yeah, 4:15.
Don't matter.
I mean, like you said, Murray, this is a team that's given up 30 plus every game that they've been in. A defense that's only had 5 sacks on the season, 1 interception. I'm saying let's keep it that way. You know what I mean? And let's put points on the board. So if we don't, there's no way that we don't score 30 plus in this game. Like you said, even if we played like we played versus Auburn, that was 30 plus, right? So it should be no difference this game. But at the same time, man, you can't sleep on nobody. I don't think they're going to sleep on them. There's no way to sleep on them. But does it look impressive, right? Mary, like you said, I just don't know. But I know the defense will go out there and do their thing, so it should put us in good positions.
Ben, like, do you need to see a 200-yard rushing game this game?
200-yard rushing.
They're giving up 213 a game. They're giving up 213 a game.
If anything, Bobo gonna be slinging that thing. Let's stop playing.
I want to see we run the ball.
Why?
And maintain drives. I want either a touchdown or a field goal on every drive. That should be our goal. Like, hey, it should be points. Like,
we said that last week, Ben.
I knew we would. What I kept saying, trap game. And y'all were like, oh, no, it just happened to be Alabama and Tennessee last week. They got trap. But, no, we got to be able to run the ball. Like, that's frustrating to me. Like, 2nd and short, 3rd and short. Like, hey, you got to know your team. You got to have that play. Like, hey, we got a first down no matter what. If you want to take a shot, great. We're going to come back and run it on 4th down. Like, you got to have that kind of confidence this week playing Mississippi State. Like, every drive should end in points. And if you don't have that mindset, what are we doing? Like, we got to have that killer instinct. No, we're not just going to show up and beat people like we used to. Yes, we got good talent. We don't have those dudes we used to have on defense back in 21 and 22. They're all in the league for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got to have some guys that step up. I'm looking at them now. I'm like, who's in the league? Like, I'm not – them DBs, you got Starks. You got a couple backers. You got one in.
Right.
Other than that, it's a lot of guys who think they're going to the league. They need to wake up on both sides of the ball. It's not defense, it's offense too.
Yeah,
like, you have a G on your shirt. You got to play like you have a G. Like, you ain't going to the next level.
Talk that fucking talk, Sweet Jones.
Ben, you get Ben a pregame speech.
Talk that talk, Sweet Jones.
Clip that and send it to Georgia. Clip that and send it to UGA, someone, please.
We're trying to go 8-0 tomorrow in high school.
Let's go. Ben's all juice right now.
Come on.
Case in the chat says, line up in the eye and pound the rock.
Hell
yeah, baby.
Bird. Guess who we play tomorrow?
Huh?
Mettenberger.
I thought he's not coaching Alabama?
No, he's the OC here in town at one of the schools.
Oh, nice.
He got them boys playing. I give him credit. They playing.
There we go. Come on, Big Matt.
I don't know, man. We got to put a listen, bro. We talking about a Western Kentucky team that put up 56. We're talking about Toledo team that put up 41 on them boys. Arizona State put up 30 on them boys. Like, let's not play no games, bro. We better put up 40.
If we don't score 50, I'm gonna be mad. I'm serious.
We just need it, man. No, confidence.
Yeah.
I'm not even that, bro. Because I'm with what Ben's saying, dog. Like, if you don't come off the field as an offense with points every effing drive, bro, this weekend, bro, it's a disappointment, bro. Like, it is, bro. And that's how we should look at it. And that's how I'm looking at it. Because I want to see us play a complete game. Like a complete game at every position. I want to see
the boo birds come out if they go 3 and out to start the game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think so.
Ooh.
I think so. Stops. I want some 3 and out. I want to see how many 3 and outs we can get on defense.
I don't think if we go 3 and out the first drive, I don't think so. But you do that.
They won't be in the stadium yet.
Probably.
They're gonna be boycotting.
I heard the fans just gonna boycott the entire game. No one's gonna show
Everybody
up.
Mad, but
I feel like a spring game,
Even better.
Spring practice.
They'll show up. We'll start whooping them. Maybe over there.
Right. Any other keys for anyone? I mean, like, I think all of us, like, the keys are just everyone has to play better. Like, this is the game. To me, this is the feel right game. And someone in the chat said, like, oh, everyone's watching what Vandy did last week. Vandy's a good football team this year. Mississippi State is not a good football team this year. It's like, yeah, you look at the brands, you're like, oh, Vandy beat Alabama. And yes, it's a major upset. But Vandy's a damn good football team that's like 2 plays away from being undefeated. So, like, let's give Vandy like some credit. That's a good team this year. Mississippi State, they're going through some shit. So, like, Georgia's just going to win. I just want them to look dominant to get some confidence before they go to Austin next week.
That's the thing, man. We got Austin next week after that. So, yeah, need that confidence, bro.
So, anything else? Anyone? T?
I just want to see a complete game, bro. I want everybody dialed in. I just want everybody dialed in, bro. Like, just
get a fast first quarter.
Nobody cares about these fans, right? You want the electric atmosphere for these recruits. These high school kids want all this attention, all this atmosphere. They can't just go to a school no more. It's got to be about money. It's got to be about everything else.
Fun. It's got to be a fun environment.
Lights. You got to put on jerseys, take all these pictures. So that's what it's about. We know we're going to whoop them. Like, he knows he don't need those guys cheering to make us win the game. It's for those darn high school kids who we're trying to get there for the next year.
But on the other side of that, bro, why would you not? I don't know. Going back to our last week, I guess, or earlier this week's show, why would you not just want to just have the effing craziest stadium in America? Like, as a fan, like, why would you not take pride in just people being like, yo, it's loud as a bitch in here?
Because
like,
they've been pampered for 5 years.
Yo,
my in-laws go every week.
Tee me up, baby.
I can't watch the game with my in-laws because they're so loud. Like, she's there screaming. I'm like, you got it, Miss Fan. I'm like, you die hard. You go to the fan. You go to the game. I'm gonna stay at home. You need to be there. Send her on there. She needs to be on the sideline.
Have we seen a jet sweep yet?
No, I was
maybe one or two.
Thinking that.
Yeah, we started the game with
Arian
Smith and Clemson.
Yeah, give Arian some more of those.
Okay, yeah.
Sauce, I literally was thinking that, dog.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and I mean, a lot, and we're giving a lot of grief to the players because at the end of the day, yeah, they got to go out there and execute whatever play it is. I don't give a dang what it is, but I'm still looking at Bobo, bro. I'm still, and that's Murray's guy. Maybe you could tell me. You said the book was open versus Alabama. I guess it was, but it still looked a little downgraded to me.
Tell me
something.
We're talking about the jet sweeps. Why ain't Brock Bowers got a shit ton of jet sweeps? Why ain't Dylan Bell getting these jet sweeps?
Why Arian getting some jet sweeps?
Hey,
both. Murray, you got to know.
You can hand the ball there. I trust Arian getting the ball than catching it right now. Just hand it to him.
Just go in soft toss.
Just hand it to him. Give him a little soft toss. Come on now.
Slow pitch that thing.
Something, bro. Make the defense guess a little bit is more what I'm saying. Like, make them have to think, man.
Maybe go a little bit lateral, a little bit, misdirection.
I don't know.
I'm with it. I don't disagree. See. I'm not going to sit here and say that you're all wrong.
Sauce. It was a lot of that last year. Same. Yeah. I mean, fans talking about Bobo and shit. There was a lot of jet sweeps last year. Why not same with? I mean, I don't know. I trust 86 with that ball, bro.
I do too. So, Feed him. All right, let's want to take a little break real quick before we get to our score prediction, and then on the other side, we're also going to get into some other score predictions from across the country. We had some big ass football games this weekend. It's going to be freaking lively from the very first kickoff to the very last kickoff with Colorado and Kansas State late night as well. So before we do that, once again, we are presented by PrizePicks this year. If you don't have PrizePicks, go get it. It is so fun, so easy to use. It is daily fantasy football. Get some free cash in your pockets if you take our picks. I think I went 3-0 last week, fellas, so I'm feeling really good right now.
Oh, you did too. Man, stop it. Y'all all didn't go 3.
3-0.
All right, I believe you.
Easy.
And I feel this is probably my best week too. I feel really damn good about these 3 this week. Really, really good. So if you want to get in on the action, use promo code TPL and PrizePicks. You get $50 instantly in promo funds when you make your first $5 lineup. So we're going to be building out our lineups right now. I'll go first with my 3-pack of plays. My first one, boys, I was so down on Cade Klubnik for 2 years. My boy, Cade Klubnik, I did a film breakdown. He watched it, and since the film breakdown versus Georgia, he's been just kicking freaking butt every single game. I swear he did. I swear he did, because he's been a new man since that Georgia game, throwing the ball vertically down the field, on time, in rhythm, 14 touchdown passes. Wake Forest defense is brutal. Over 300 yards per game they're giving up through the air, and already 10 touchdowns against the secondary. So I think the Tigers should put up pretty big numbers. So I'm going to go more than 1.5 passing touchdowns for Klubnik. I think that is as easy as it can get. My next one, I'm actually going to go to that night game. Shedeur Sanders, Colorado against Kansas State. Kansas State, one of the worst passing defenses in the Big 12. They are horrendous against the pass. What is Colorado good at? Throwing the football. No doubt about it. So I think this is another easy one. Sanders is going to have a big night. He's going to have a big night if they're going to want to win the football game. So more than 1.5 passing touchdowns for Shedeur Sanders. And then I'm actually going to go less on this next one. Lenore Sellers, USC, going against Alabama. Alabama's going to come out pissed off. This is going to be their best game. They got talent. They played piss poor on defense last week versus Vanderbilt. They will be better in this game. So I'm going to go less than 170 yards passing for Lenore Sellers against the Crimson Tide this weekend. So More 1.5 for Cade Klubnik touchdowns. More 1.5 Shedeur Sanders touchdowns. And then less than 170 yards passing for Lenore Sellers against Alabama is my 3-pack.
I like that.
Who's next for theirs?
I like that. Guess your boys up. Your boys up? We're going right to left. All right, let me hit it then. First up, we got my boy Jam Miller. Jam Miller over there at Alabama. He's over there at Alabama. We're talking about a guy that's gotten into the end zone every game this season. We're talking about a Crimson Tide team that's averaging about 195 on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So, come on. They're going against a South Carolina team that I think you can run the ball on, especially when you have either that's going to be it's either going to be Miller the back or it's going to be the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So either way, but Jam Miller's going to get in there this weekend versus South Carolina. I'm going to go more Jam Miller to get in that zone again for another week in a row. Secondly, let's move over to the Big Ten. Caden Fegan? How am I saying that right? Fegan?
I think so.
He's from Illinois. All right, running back. All right, scored last week. He's going against a Purdue team that let up 3 touchdowns versus Wisconsin last week. Walker from Wisconsin, running back, got 3 touchdowns, and they've given up 16 touchdowns on the ground thus far this season, right? So, hey, come on. Why not give that boy Caden some love? I think he's going to get in the zone this weekend versus a baller maker team that you can run on. All right, so that's my number 2. Lastly, let's stay in the Big Ten. Let's go to Iowa. Caleb Johnson, another guy that's going to find the end zone this week, going against a Washington team, just like a baller maker team that's been letting everyone run in the end zone on them boys. Listen, Caleb's he's had 10 touchdowns on the ground this year in 5 games. Okay, why do I not? I don't think he's gonna get in versus Washington. I think he's gonna get in. Listen, the guy has 10. He has more than the whole running back's backfield right now. Okay. He's going to get in the end zone versus a Washington team that you can run on. So Caleb Johnson's going to go more. Caden Fegan, if I'm saying that right. My fault if I'm not. He's going to get in the zone. And Jam Miller.
What's your top
Alabama.
one? What's your go-to one?
I think he's a toss-up between Jam Miller because you know they're going to run that rock. So he's going to get in that zone. And like I said, he's gotten in the zone every single game. So I think my top guy's going to be Jam Miller. But very, very, very close second is Caleb, man. Like I said, 10 touchdowns on the season. That's ridiculous.
All right, Ben, give me your 3-pack.
All right. I'm staying with the South Carolina and Alabama game. Lenore Sellers, more than 27.5 yards rushing. I think they're going to have to maintain some drives. They're going to make it cloudy for him. He's a young quarterback. So, yes, he's going to have to use his legs to get some first downs. And looking back, Vanderbilt's quarterback ran around. He made plays. This guy's more athletic. So I think he's going to get the 27.5. All right, up next, Justice Hayes, Georgia boy. He needs 65.5 receiving and rushing combined. They got some good ends over there at South Carolina. They're going to have to break up that window screen, Knowshon, your old screen that you used to like, little 312 window, get the ball to him. Hey, you remember. So he's got to get him the ball, get him in space, and take those DNs who are making plays for South Carolina out the game, make them thinking, hey, is this back blocking or is this guy running a screen? So I think, hey, it might not all be rushing this week for Hayes because you know why? Jalen Milroe is going to get the rushing yards. More than 55.5 yards. They're going to dial up some design runs for him this week. They're going to get first downs with him. They're going to keep the ball in their hands, and they're going to control the game. They're not going to go back to the flashy, throw it down the field every play because they do have good edge rushers at South Carolina. So they're going to dial up these runs for him, call it and run it, take the reads out of his hand. You're going to see Milroe running around the edge and up the middle, and they're going to go back to running the ball with Milroe this week. So more than 55.5 yards.
All right, what's your top pick?
See that.
I'm going Milroe. I think the ball is going to be in his hands, and they're going to make sure, hey, he's going to control the clock. You give your best player the ball, and you're going to get back on the winning track this week.
All right, I like that one. All right, T, round us off with your 3-pack.
100%. I like that, Ben. I'll go with that game. Let's start with the guy that is getting a lot of headlines over there at Alabama, Ryan Williams. If you've watched any Alabama game, you know his age. But I ain't gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that this boy is averaging almost right at 110 yards a game.
Wow.
Yes, sir, every game this boy goes for over 100. So that's pretty dope in itself. And for a team that rushes the ball for almost 100 or 200 yards a game, I would say it looks like that they only throw to him. So I think that he's going to go for more than 73 yards this week against South Carolina for sure. Secondly, in the Red River rivalry, say that fast 3 times.
Red River rivalry, Red River rivalry, Red River rivalry, Red River rivalry.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
It's one of the best games of the weekend, and I'm looking at the Texas receiver Isaiah Bond to have a great game. Plain and simple, he's averaged over 75 yards per game this season. The number's sitting at below 70 at 63. So I'm going for more than 63.
I like that too.
And I am jumping on that one pretty early. You feel me? So my last one, it's a little trend pick right here. Teodoro McMillan, T-Mac of Arizona, has been kind of inconsistent. If you remember, guys, the first week he had like 304. He had 304 yards the first week. Second week, like 138. Week after that, 50. Last week, he busted out for another 161. So this week against BYU, I'm looking at a less. I think it's my first less of the year. Less than 97 yards for you.
Are you gonna double down on that too, being your first lesson and make that your main pick?
No, I can't do it. That boy Ryan Williams.
That
boy got to
go Ryan Williams.
Game. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah. That's a good South Carolina defense, though. And I think it's at.
I don't care where it's at. You ain't see this boy pirouetting and doing all this shit.
I know he's nasty. He is nasty. All right, so this is what it looks like for everyone. This is the PrizePicks right here, and this is our 4-pack from this. So I picked Shador as my number 1 guy, Jam, Jalen, and then Ryan for the other 3 guys for their main picks for the week from their 3-pack. So once again, appreciate PrizePicks for everything, man. It's a lot of fun. Been making some money this year on the side, which is always nice. So go do it. Take care of them because they take care of us. Don't forget $50 instantly in promo funds when you make your first $5 lineup, and it's super easy. I mean, you literally go on there, phone, got a great app, or on your computer, and place your lineups, hit submit, go win some money. Have some fun doing it as well. So appreciate PrizePicks for sponsoring us this season.
What you got Shador for? What you got? Oh, my fault. You got Shador?
More than 1.5 touchdowns. More than 1.5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Against one of the worst passing defenses in the Big 12.
Bro, you know they're going to pass.
Yeah, I like my quarterback plays this week. I love my quarterback plays this week. All right, boys, let's go around the horn and just do we're going to do the points for Georgia, Mississippi State, and then we're just going to do wins, losses for the other ones. All right. Georgia, Mississippi State. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to keep doing it till they freaking hit. Georgia wins 49-10.
I said 50. I said I need him to score 50, right? 51. 51 to damn. Let's go 7. I'll give him 1.
Okay. Ben?
38-10.
Okay.
Knowshon?
Boy, that's a good one, Ben. I've been going too high, man. I know I've been going too high. I'm going give me a 35.
Ooh.
Give me a 35. 13.
That's
he said that's so bad.
That's so bad.
That's so bad.
Oh, we're so fucked.
I know what the spread is.
We're so fucked.
What is the spread, Sweet Jones? I have
34.
no idea.
How much?
34.
34.
Vegas don't believe in them dogs either.
So you ain't gonna get that 50, huh?
Nope.
Damn it.
Eesh.
Sorry, I'm staying with mine though. Shit.
Vegas thinks it's gonna be like a 30 or 41-7 game.
41-7. That's what they're thinking. Okay.
I had a 7, right?
Yeah, 35 sounds about right, man.
All right, real quick before we move on from this Georgia game, talk about some of these other games real quick, or just pick our winners. Shit, I accidentally hit the star. Did I not want to hit the star? I hit the star.
70 burger.
Someone said, I forgot who it was. Oh, here we go. Who pops off this week? James, question for the chat, for the cast. Who pops off this Saturday for the dogs? Who wins a big game? Lawson Lucky, baby.
Yeah, I hope.
Come on, Lawson.
Yeah.
Someone's got to start making some plays. I think Lawson's he's been getting lubed up a little bit. He's ready to go.
But that's the thing, when we don't have like one guy that's going to go crazy. It's going to be
one big play.
Yeah, it's going to be like a by committee kind of thing. You know, it's tough.
Just pick a player. Who's going to show up and have the best game?
ETN, like he got over his 87 yards, like I said last week.
by one yard.
Hey,
over's over. Over's over.
Half a yard.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb, bro. I'm gonna say Carson, bro. And I don't know why that's a limb, but we need him to play better. This is a confidence booster kind of game. He needs to throw for 3 or more, 300 yards or more, bro. I think it's a big game for him. Let's go.
You know what I would like to see, honestly, going into this Texas game, is I'd like to see 11 have a bounce back game. Like just have a game where he is just catching everything and fluid and touches paint maybe 1 or 2 times, get in the end zone. That'd be really good. I think that'd be good for the kids' confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
And Anthony Evans, good, Connor. I'd love to see Anthony step up. Somebody's gonna have to step up out wide, as we mentioned earlier in the show.
Well, that's the thing. When you lose
Anthony,
a guy like
London.
this, TK. Oh my God. When you lose like a guy like a Kobe, does that like push everyone to play better? I mean, yeah, right. It should, right? When you lose a player.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think it gives guys opportunities. I think it gives guys like the Londons, like the Anthony Evans, that weren't getting those plays that they were to showcase those opportunities. And with that, you might get a different play call. You might get a demon for an Anthony Evans. You know what I'm saying? Would love to see that. You know, because those are 2 different players. So I'm sure Bobo has to adapt too. So I don't know. I think guys will rise to the occasion. Though I think those guys have risen to the occasion all year long. We've seen sprinkles of greatness from all of those cats. So it'll be interesting for sure. But hopefully, I think one of them 2, London,
gotta be
Anthony.
Carson.
London, Anthony, for me.
Carson, gotta be Carson. Going into the Texan game next week. I mean, I want his confidence to be soaring out of the roof when he walks in the Texas.
Is yours back yet, or is it still Manning?
Nah, Ewer's back.
It's Carson. Yours is back. Yeah. All right, that
might be better news for us. Tell you the truth, because the way that boy Manning do it with his legs, Georgia, we always have trouble with running quarterback.
I'm with you.
I'm just.
I don't like a mobile quarterback.
No.
I think they
both
nice.
Dealing.
Yeah,
exactly. Dealing right now.
Yeah,
he's dealing right now.
As long as he stay in that pocket.
That boy Quinn throw it too, though.
All right, let's just go around the horn real quick and just pick winners for these next games. I don't need scores or anything like that. Just give me winners.
All right, throw them things
all right,
out,
Texas, Oklahoma. Welcome.
Texas.
Penn State, USC.
Penn State.
I'll go Penn.
Penn State. Okay.
Yep.
Wait, that USC.
Does Florida upset Tennessee?
No chance.
Hell no.
I'm good on that one.
Ohio State, Oregon.
Ohio State.
It's a big game, though.
You going Oregon, boy?
I'm going Oregon.
Yeah.
I would like to see Oregon win. That would be fine. You know, just be fire. Just for this crazy college football.
It's going to be an atmosphere right there, guys.
Man, that's going to be jumping. See? Hey, dog fans, turn the game on. Watch how they be turned up in there.
Hey, our fans are going to be like that versus Tennessee.
But don't blame the fans, man. Stop getting on my fans.
I'm not.
That's the people's champ. You know, for the millions.
We'll beat
10 millions.
How they doing, Sauce?
You know, hey, the people champion. No, listen, give them something to get excited about, baby. Let's go.
I'm with you. Now, listen. I am a fan. I'm with you.
For sure.
I'm with you.
All right. Who y'all picking? Ben and I got Oregon. Knowshon, who do you got?
I'm gonna take Ohio State, I guess. Wait, where's the game at?
Oregon.
It's in Eugene. We just talked about this.
Oh, I didn't hear you. My fault. Damn. Give me Ohio State though.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, LSU at LSU. Talking about another good environment. That place gonna be rocking there in Death Valley.
LSU, baby.
LSU versus who?
Damn,
Ole
it's
Miss.
at LSU.
Oh, bro.
What time is that, Jones?
Give me Ole Miss though.
6:30 Central.
Oh,
It's at nighttime. They gonna be. It's gonna be
Oh,
rocking in that.
dang.
Them little Cajuns gonna be drunk as hell.
That's
Boy.
an upset alert, right? That's an upset alert, Jones.
That's the one of the week.
Wow.
Boy, them little Cajuns gonna be sauce the boss out there.
I'm talking about so loud.
Do it. Say with the chest.
I gotta go Ole
Give
Miss.
me
though.
LSU.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Ole Miss.
Night,
Them
Night
Golden
game.
Girls gonna be down there. And they're gonna play in that Friends and Low Places and all that. The play's gonna be electric.
Mhm.
Hey, suck
Hey,
that
sure,
tiger.
okay.
Oh, they're gonna be lit, boy.
Mm.
Oh man.
So who y'all picking?
All in Baton Rouge comes on. That thing gonna be.
I got Ole Miss.
Oh,
You went
Ole
Ole
Miss.
Miss. You just switched
Ole
like
Miss.
4 times, sir.
No, I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
That bus said, okay. Oh, give me LSU. Like I said.
Last one, Kansas State, Colorado.
Colorado.
Go Buffs.
Oh man.
Yeah, Colorado.
They've been playing well lately, man, especially how they started the season. That defense is looking a little bit better. They kind of seems like they got a run game going now. I want to pick them, but I don't want them to lose. You know what I'm saying? You know what? But give me Colorado. Give me Colorado.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
Colorado.
And it's at home, so it's gonna be rocking.
how crazy is it that boy, like, how crazy is that kid, bro? For real. Travis Hunter.
Who? Oh, he's
Travis
unbelievable.
I'm just saying, like, just stamina, like, just crazy. Bro.
That's the most impressive thing.
I think that is insane, bro. I think that is very insane.
Darren, that is true though, Darren. I mean, when you pick Colorado, when everyone's picking them, that's when they go out there and be acting
Yeah, they're
up.
gonna shit the bed.
Yeah.
Shit the bed. All right, boys. Good show. Good times.
Hey,
Appreciate everyone joining us live. Like, subscribe. Jordan and Rod, we just released one of their episodes about 2 hours ago. So make sure you go check that out. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll be back most likely Sunday night, back to normal routine, but we'll confirm it with some social media posts. But like, subscribe, all that. Appreciate PrizePicks. Appreciate Home Field for sponsoring us during the middle of the season right now. Look forward to continuing to sponsorship. And we will see you guys after, hopefully, a 50-point game from the Dogs. Fingers crossed. Fingers freaking crossed. See y'all. Go Dogs.
Yo.
Go Dogs.
Dogs on